different numbers, it'd be so much easier. Then I could just call you up by your jersey number. But we don't have time to do that. Amen. There's sister right here in the black shirt. You got the hand. Yeah. What does that say?
Love hurts.
Love hurts. Would you mind saying that? Love hurts. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. You've gone through some major changes. And those major changes have changed you in so many different ways. But this is just the beginning of changes for you. For even though you stood in the furnace of affliction, and it's been tough, it's been hot, you feel like you've been purged, you've been singed, you've been smoked. But yet, there's coming a turnabout. And you're going to begin to see that you had to go through all that in order to get all the dross out. So the real pureness of you and the gold within you will shine. There is a calling on your life, and you know it without a doubt, that you have been set forward to be put in a position to be used in the kingdom of God. You don't know yet what that is, but you're willing and you're ready. And the Lord's telling you right now, don't doubt in darkness what you committed in the light. In other words, the Lord's saying, it's easy to say yes to Him when you're in His midst and His presence is so ever close. And I mean, you don't have anything to lose and everything to gain by saying yes. But when things get good and things get better and life's much easier and you're a little bit further away from God, that's when it's easy to begin to doubt. Maybe that wasn't God calling me. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be in the work that He's calling me to do. And that's what He's talking about. Because there's going to be times that you're not going to have Him as close as you have, because it's just like that little lamb the Lord reveals. They kept running on the edge of the cliff and jumping on the rocks, and the shepherd looked over there and kept seeing out of the corner of his eye and realizing that, he could fall to his death in any minute. He wouldn't stay with the rest of the flock. So one day, with tears in his eyes, the shepherd took the little lamb, sat down, crossed his legs, laid the little lamb in his lap and broke his leg. Wrapped it up, put it around his shoulders and went walking about. The whole time talking and singing, and that little lamb came very close and familiar to that voice because it was broken and had no way to walk away. When the healing came and the lamb was able to walk again, it never left the side of the shepherd because it loved that voice. And that's you. You've been broken, but it's brought you closer to God, and you're going to see it all has a great reward in the end. And it's a great journey. It's going to be a fun place to be. And you'll see that even though you feel like your trust has been abused, the Lord said, I will restore it all back into you. And you'll know if the gift of discernment will work within you. And you'll see the good and the evil long before it ever shows itself. And the Lord said, you will not have the wool pulled over your eyes again. You'll know in advance before anything ever happens. You'll know in advance because the Lord said, I will quicken your spirit and let you know when you turn and walk away and when it's okay to walk in and go through the doors. And the Lord said, there's many journeys you will go on with me. And when you do, you will see I will be right by your side to protect you, lead, guide, and direct you. But do not doubt in darkness what you commit in the light. And I will take you many, many places that say it did. There you go. Stay in. Yeah. Did you miss two?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's three.
Some people get the gold portions around here.
Getting greedy though.
You're getting greedy. What the Lord giveth, He can also take away. Thank you, Lord. Brother, right here on the end, you have the blue shirt on. Would you mind standing? I didn't catch your name.
Charlie.
Charlie?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sometimes the numbers just don't add up. And you know that there's times you begin to figure it out and see how it's going to be able to work and how you're going to be able to do this or that, and it just isn't there. But you've learned how to be able to lay it before the Lord and just give it up. Say, Lord, okay, well, I guess I can't do that. And the next thing you know, He intervenes and makes a way where there seems to be no way to be made. The Lord said when you walked in darkness, you were one who felt like you fit in, but the Lord said the day I called you and separated you from that with the light, the Lord said you knew you could never go back because your life would be shortened. You knew you could never go back that way again. And I understand what He means by that. And the Lord has given you so much, but yet there's still a hurt and a pain in your heart, not for yourself, but for someone that's far away. And there's many times you've laid that person's name before the Lord over and over again. And the Lord wants you to know tonight, they're okay. They're okay. You don't have to be concerned anymore. The Lord says, I've heard you, and you'll see that I have taken this from you. And the Lord said, the burden will not be with you anymore, for I shall replace it with my promise written upon the tablets of your heart. The Lord said, there will be a day that you will see them again, and you will know that you will be received in Jesus' name. And the Lord said, you look at your mistakes, but they are not looked at by others as you look at them, because much has been forgotten, but you have not been. And the Lord said, you will see, they will turn back for you, and there will come a day of unification, and that unity shall make you one who feels whole again, and that pain will go away. Let's say the Lord to this day. Amen. Sometimes you just feel everybody's, whatever they're going through, you know, it gets kind of confusing sometimes. You wonder, okay, where's this coming from? What's this about? What's the Lord doing this day? Dear brother back here, you have a tie. Mr. Gentleman here, yes. What's your name, son? Christopher. Thank you, Lord. You know, you were marked when you were very young, and you're still young. But the Lord wants you to know that He has separated you from a lot of boys that will be going the wrong way. And the Lord says there will be times that you'll be tempted to go the way they want to go, and they'll try to push you to go the way they want you to go. And that'll be a way that will be trouble. But the Lord says He wants you to know in advance, my eyes and ears are everywhere, and I'll watch you. And the Lord said, you can't go the way they go. For I have marked you for such a time as this, to bring you into the fold of leadership. Not only as one that will be only an elder in my house, but the Lord said you will also be one that will be elevated into a position of where you will find your apostleship. You will see that there will be a need to build and grow and set things in order. And the Lord said, I will give you that administrative ability. And even though there are those who say, he's a little bit short, he's a little bit short, the Lord said, you will carry a big stick. The Lord said, when you open your mouth, men will jump, and they will know that you mean business. The Lord said, they will give to you a voice, and there will be a time you will stand before the people, and you will praise my name. And the Lord said, they will feel as if angels have entered the room, for they will know that they have heard from heaven above. The Lord said, I will anoint your voice this day, and it will be used in many, many ways, not only in song, but also in speaking, and also in the ability to be able to lure people in through that voice. It will be like honey to the bee, and you will see that it will cause people to come to you for various reasons. Sometimes just to hear you talk. But the Lord said you will find the blessings will be in you and me, sharing and communion with one another. For communion shall be a very important event for you, for it will mean so much more to you than it will me. For it will be a time that you have come and sat with me. I see you as an older man, some days sitting at the table just by yourself, but you know you're not by yourself because the Lord's right there whispering in your ear, telling you what is in store for the day, what will happen even in the next year. The Lord said you will be blessed for many years to come. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Well, a lot of people would like to live there.